So welcome back to Riga, Latvia. This is the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women's Curling Championship. And we should be coming to you live from the Volvo Sports Centre in a few moments. This is the big town of Latvia, the capital. Sunny, but a bit cold. So our future game this afternoon, is Canada playing Japan. Canada at 7 wins, Japan at 4 wins. Looks like some Latvians has found new love in the Canadian team. And we have a few young fans in as well. We've just honoured Team Scotland here with the national anthem. This is Canada's lineup. At lead, Lisa Weigel. Second player, Alison Kraviazik. Third is Emma Mescu. And at skip for Team Canada, it's Rachel Homan. For Japan, Shiaki Matsumura at lead. Emi Shimizu playing second. At third, we have Miyu Ichikawa. And skipping the Japanese team is Satsuki Fujisawa. Standings after draw 15, you'll see Sweden and Scotland ahead with 9 wins, looking pretty solid for that 1-2 page. Closely followed by Canada and Russia. And it's going to be looking tough for these teams we see here to make it to the playoff stages. My name is Sander Elvog. I'm joined by Kenny Edwards. And this is the other games out in the arena. Today, Denmark plays Latvia, Scotland plays the United States, and Sweden plays Germany. Looks like we're about to kick this game off here. Canada plays red, Japan the yellow. And what can we expect to see from this game, Kenny?
Well, I expect to see quite an aggressive game from Canada. Lots of stones in play. When they've got last rock, maybe try and use the corner guards. And as we see, Lisa Weigel for Canada. I think Japan will try and keep this tight. Maybe take it down the stretch, 8, 9, 10. Japan, a little bit of a surprise this week, managing to pick up at least 4 wins, so I think they're out of the playoffs now, but still with a great chance
Lead player
of securing some Olympic box.
So again, this is lead Matsumura for Japan, throwing up the corner guard here in the first end. Stages, you have 73 minutes of playing time per team to finish the game, and if you're ever in trouble, you have 1 coach interaction of 1 minute. So Matsumura here first with the corner guard. Now the intern freeze, looking pretty good. Will actually over curl, and that's probably a better result than sitting on the high side.
Yeah, certainly, Sander. Looking at that, it's in a great spot.
Yeah, we'll show the piece of the yellow on the corner guard side. Just maybe he'll be able to drag the play out to the wing. This is Alison Kraviazik for Canada. Last time I saw Kraviazik in play, she had a great game. And she will start off this one here with a really nice draw.
Yeah, it was a solid draw round there. So Japan, no other option but to peel this guard off. Open things up. Shimizu for Japan. Plays a take out on the centre guard pretty nicely and rolls away.
Tight. A nice soft handle here. We'll get a good curl on this one. Maybe just a bit shy of weight. Really looking to tap up the reds. And we'll finish in a nice spot. Could have maybe tapped that. Pretty hard to remove any yellows without jamming on your own reds for Rachel Homan. Well, they're just looking to draw again here. Well, this will be third player for Team Canada, Emma Miskew. Has played with Rachel Homan for so many years. And from what I could see, they won pretty much everything at the junior level.
Yeah, certainly Sander, but didn't win the World Juniors. They lost out to Sweden in 2010.
Yeah, and Flims, Switzerland, the same place the World Juniors will be held next year. Miyu Ishikawa, third for Japan. It's been a bit up and down. Certainly needs a good game here to help her team win over the Canadians. And doesn't really get an excellent result here.
Normal? Yeah.
I think Homan's just called the run double here. This on the out turn actually taking maybe less ice than where she's going to hit the stone. Really pings the takeouts back, Emma Miskew. Guess it makes it easier to read for Rachel Homan. And just barely flies by the back one. Very close. But does leave the shooter in an okay spot. So, chance for Mio to get all the reds running here.
Yeah, it didn't take very long in the hack there, so Sander.
There we go. That's pretty much the best she could do, I think. That was always jamming on the yellow. That's a pretty good shot there, Ichikawa. Still a wee bit of trouble for Japan here. Caught that in a perfect spot. The red one will hang about though, lying shot stone.
Yeah, the red is well covered though, Sander. So it's difficult to remove.
Rachel Homan, skip of Team Canada here in Riga. Just playing a hit on the back one. Well, they'll slide a bit through. Good enough for third shot. And still a bit of work to do for Fujisawa. Only 2 stones left here. You certainly are looking to score 2. It's hard to remove the reds here. Just gonna find a way to get in for shot here.
Yeah, got a lot of stones in play here in the first. That's exactly what Canada have been doing all week, Sander.
So playing the double run here on her own yellows, just trying to catch this first one high side. Run it back onto the second yellow. Maybe get some action on the reds. Satsuki Fujisawa, 21 years old. And a skip here at the World Championship. Will cash that one too high. Japan being the second youngest team here this week. Just slightly older than Eve Muirhead's squad. Talking less than a year though.
Okay, if it's light, we're just raising the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you think Canada will come in and try and corner freeze the yellow?
I think that's the call here, Kenny.
Wait till the end unless I'm tight.
Okay.
We'll have a couple of options. If you don't quite get the line, you can leave it high as well.
Okay, go then.
Weight's pretty good. A little light. Okay, go then. Light.
Line's good, go!
Yeah? Bob, you have to. Top
Line's really good, go!
Hard. Weight's good. Hard. Whoa.
Can't afford to rub off this.
Oh, actually looking to come around here. I guess the corner guard, the corner freeze was the option.
A little more ice. A little more ice.
Yeah.
We'll come around just a wee bit deep.
Emma's hung forever, that's the only thing. Squeaky.
Okay, nice weight.
You see it's red coming right down. Up against the red in the back of the 4-foot. Perfect shot from Rachel Homan.
Well, does leave the pin for Fujisawa. I've seen her curl a bit on her out turns before. Down to the last stone here. On the first end. Facing 2. This draw just hanging a bit high. Coming now though. Just losing its rotation, I think. It might be just dying on her here. That's just a bit too much weight from Fujisawa, and certainly didn't have a lot of rotation. So it will be a steal of 2 for Canada.
Yeah, great start for Team Canada. A little bit of a surprise from nothing really. Managed to pick up 2.
And I think you just might see Japan throw the corner guard again.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the only way Japan can get themselves back in this. Canada, really good side when they're in front. Matsumura. Just pulling up short of the house.
Gotta come back.
Weight's all there.
Should be there. Not moving there. Is it in?
Way wide too.
It's like top 8, top 4.
Gonna stop.
Try and split them.
I want to be beside it.
And this one just tries to freeze up against the other red, but comes up short. Lisa Weigel struggled ever so slightly with her takeout play this week, but her draw lead's been pretty perfect.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a bit typical for a lead. Certainly you play more or less draws all week. And you finally get the chance to play a takeout. You might not just be there.
Yep. Control.
Okay.
Control.
So Canada looking to remove the yellow in the house.
Yes. Great sweep, guys. Great sweep.
And that went pretty perfect. Canada playing controlled takeouts so far in this game. Something we've not really seen so much of Canadians do. They've been playing the upweight takeouts and not been too accurate. So maybe that's something that the coach, Errol Morris, has put through to these girls this week. Is just maybe drop the weight ever so slightly. They'll have a little bit more control.
So Shimizu will make the roll, but just a bit too far. Will pop out in the open for
Normal up.
Okay.
Kreviazic.
If it's anything like the other games, it should run straight, eh?
Yeah.
I think you're just
Normal.
Just normal.
Just
Yes.
normal.
Hard.
Makes a nice roll to the center line there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is these are back tees, so I think maybe just a bump back to try and move things back in the forefoot would be the call rather as the hit, Sander. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Just play the tap, try and create a wee bit of a nest. Just need to put some pressure on Canada. Just can't let them play the easy shots all the way through the game. So it's just going to be an easy nose hit here for MMSQ. Over on sheet B, it's Scotland playing USA. Looks like Eve is facing a few yellows here. Oh, well, actually lying shot there. Couldn't quite see. Looked like they were maybe playing a double for two, but it will be one for Eve Muirhead and Scotland.
Not much, eh?
Scores one in the first end.
Sorry?
Have they managed to get in behind Sander? I don't think they have. And there is Earl Morris, the coach for Canada.
Team's pretty happy.
It's a great start, picking up 2 points in
We're good. Nice
first end.
Nice throw. Sit. Hey.
I tried to throw it solid because I didn't know the path.
I think it may have come down too, so.
Okay, I didn't mean to throw board up though.
Tomi Nagaoka there, coach of Team Japan. Got to be fairly happy with their week so far. Still a very young team. Is there a wee bit of a revolution in curling? Just having younger and younger teams out there?
I certainly think so, Sander. There's it's more, I wouldn't say trendy, but it's more fashionable to be curling than it's ever been. A lot of people thought it was an old farmer sport back in the day, but certainly becoming more mainstream now.
Girl up. Okay, Rach.
Yeah, I think
Nice throw.
a lot more youngsters take the sport seriously earlier these days, and
Okay. Nice throw.
even when they just turn 21, become a senior, they're going to be pretty good. Just a lot of tournaments out there now, a lot of funding, coaching. This Japanese team is funded by the company they all work at. They get time off to play curling.
This one from Japan, and Fujisawa needs to be absolutely perfect. And it just about is.
Yeah, certainly glues it on there.
It definitely goes over.
Well, there's a bit of an angle.
It's just if you could see enough. Yeah.
So maybe the corner guard's a bit in the way. Can't catch it too thin here without wrecking on the guard.
Feel? Yeah. Like high feel? Yeah.
So she might just be playing this one half stone. But she can throw the up weight. Let's see if she can squeeze this one out. Maybe just a bit tight here from Rachel Homan. Paul will get plenty of action.
Nice shot, right?
Certainly help with a wee bit of rotation on the stone there. Got some extra action. Got it moving. And Canada line 3.
You see, just catching the left-hand side does enough to move the yellow out of the scoring area.
I mentioned it before, these stones are so lively. And the ice is so keen as well. You really make anything fly. So Fujisawa then again left with a draw. against a couple of Canadian stones. This time it's 3, but the whole 8 foot's open. But this time to score the 1. I think it looks pretty close here. Maybe a foot or 2 deep. Well, does settle down time, and it's going to be 1 for Japan. Bit of a scary draw, but after 2 ends, it's 2 shots to 1 for Canada. Plenty of curling left. Plenty of flags up here at the Volvo Sports Centre. The fans just supporting their teams. And I'm not quite sure who has the biggest fan base. I guess Latvia has the most people coming in for their games.
I think so, Lise.
Being the host nation and all. But for sure, certainly some Scots, Swedes and Canadians up there as well.
It's close. Yep, line a little. We're good. Wait there. Line only. Oh, sorry, no. Whoa. Line's really good.
Line only.
Don't really want to go yet.
We're okay. It's over curling though, so don't touch
On
it.
its own.
Sit.
So Lisa Weagle coming around this guard.
Okay.
They think it's not on the centre line, so a chance to spread the play out wide.
Yeah, just came a bit too far from the centre line with that guard Matsumura. And I think she's just drawing after the red one. Cannot crash on the guard here, but she will. That's a big mistake from the Japanese lead. Well, does leave a stone on the centre line now. She needs to again now just trying to come after the Reds here. And just like Matsumura, I think she's going to crash on the guard. Not ideal for Japan. Will open up that outturn side. Leaves a corner guard and 2 red stones in the house.
You guys mind that? Okay. You don't have to, but I don't really want them to run it.
That's fine.
I like the hit. Just board, wait.
If you want to do it.
I just don't want them to be able to stick it behind
We don't need
guards.
to run it to corner.
No.
Canada
I can see all plus by the corner.
just going to hit the open one here.
Yeah.
I think I might be tempted just to try and slash the guard
It's
back.
relatively straight down.
Yeah, it'll come
Throw a
with
bit at the
board.
end.
Yeah, it's the normal board weight.
Forward. Yeah. Wait, good. Hard. Whoa.
single. Can't afford to catch the guard. Yeah, squeeze it past.
Oh, wow. What a shot. Catch the inside even. To roll it in behind the guard. Line 3. And no big risk for Canada. With the centre line open. Now certainly no guard to crash on here for Shimizu. But again, just over curling, I think. Won't keep the shooter. Leaves Canada lying 2, sorry. And leaves a draw to lie 3 again.
Yeah, Canada really beginning to apply some pressure
I think if I'm light, if I'm top 12.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, whoa.
Just rewind.
Whoa, then.
Wait
Eight
there.
only. Keep one brush on it.
Top 4, right?
Okay, no. 8 only. Stay with it, I'm to finish. Just fully. Yep.
So need to tuck the inside here, and we'll do that. 2 nice shots by Krivjazek. We'll skip on over to sheet D. Germany plays Sweden, and it's Maria Pritz with the outturn. Looking to score maybe 3 here. Shouldn't be a problem for the Swedish 4th player. So solid with these simple shots. And there we go. 3 for Sweden. And we'll lead the game by 2 points. Looking for their 10th win.
We can only get there.
Want to roll the other way?
Yeah.
They're not quite able to play the freeze here.
Yeah. Okay.
Ishikawa will just bounce off, and I believe a hit and roll for Emma Miscu. This could start to get ugly.
Control.
No.
Flying 4 here
Whoa. Control.
after this shot.
Whoa. Close. No, never.
So maybe looking to roll the other way.
Sam.
They actually won't be able to sit for. A bit of a mistake there. So same freeze for Miyu Ishikawa.
Yeah, they could just maybe nudge this back a couple inches, sit in front, make it hard for Canada to move. But looking at this, all 3 supers in this one. This one's looking way short from Ishikawa. And now things looking a little dangerous for Japan. Also looking fairly dangerous in Scotland's Eve Muirhead. Erica Brown needing to draw one in to level the game up.
Mine's great. Mine's good.
So, well, this one.
You need a bounce or not?
I'm going to sweep this one to try and get an edge. This one's over curled. And could possibly be a 3. But no, it's just a single point.
Hard. Keep going.
Go.
Scotland now lead 2-0.
Might be hard to play a double here. Very easily just jam it. And they have called the run back. This is a tough shot.
Yeah, this is a real tough shot. Sander can't afford to make another mistake.
Can't sit for second here. She can stick the guard onto the top red. Just going to catch it a bit too high. That's a very decent attempt. It just pokes out in the open, I think.
Okay.
I think Rachel Holman, Canada, will be able to see most of that yellow.
Okay.
Does make it a bit more difficult though.
That good?
It's hard to think. Play it tight at the centre
Some of
guard.
the hacks and boards have come down a little bit.
Just two things I might just go back and forth in your mind here, playing this type of shot.
Hack up. Hack up.
Basically got to make it perfect.
Hack up.
Close! Yep! Whoa,
Must be pretty close with this one.
Yeah, I think so. Working it for line, well past the guard, and
Thanks, Earl.
it's a nose hit for Rachel Holman. Line 4. And Fujisawa might just have to play the cool draw here.
A third.
Okay.
Nice shot. I know. This one for Brenda. Well, I was like very close to going on. I didn't know for sure.
Yeah, so Japan facing 4. Fujisawa will need to make a real nice draw around this game. Going to be within their grasps, because if they miss this, Rachel Holman could possibly pick up a fistful. So big stone for Japan. Have they got enough weight? Have they got it past the top one?
Wow, this is looking pretty close, Kenny. Really digging in there now, and will sit for shot, I think. Wow. Over buried. Well, that's a really good shot under pressure. I wonder, has she curled so much that she's left the run back for Rachel Holman? Not quite sure.
Really, like, it's a far run back. It's not top
No, I
four or
know.
anything.
That doesn't
I just mean 'cause you just
look
played it, right?
very easy.
I'm just saying it because you just played it.
And we almost missed the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nose.
The only thing is I haven't really seen this. But like if I hit any piece of this pretty much, it's going
What if you throw a board at this?
Sorry?
What if you throw a board? Just a
It's
little bit
I
heavier.
rolled under a little.
You rolled under?
We have to hit it basically just off nose, but it's up to
We
you.
have to pay for the guard again.
Okay.
Which one do you
Whatever
like?
If it's high, actually we could do that for one.
Whatever you like.
Okay, same shot.
Okay, same weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just going to call the same shot. Going to try and run this back.
Solid hack, right?
Allison.
On the nose,
If
the
it's
one that's
more
on the
or
centre
less,
line.
let me know.
Yeah. The last one was solid, eh?
Yeah.
Great chance for Canada to really kill the game off, even before it started.
Yeah, but this one's tough though, Kenny. You have to really come close to the guard.
That was
hindsight, should have kept that first one a bit higher. But we're down to the last stone of the third end here. Rachel Homan with a tricky shot to score 5.
Has it done enough?
Won't make contact. And it's enough to score 2, I think. Maybe even 3.
I don't think that one matters.
So just keep. Camera angle does lie sometimes, but it's hard to tell for us. Emma Miscu did say, however, that she thinks it's yellow, but it's just worth a measure. The umpire will come on.
So already scored 2, so this is 4 or 3 possibly.
A third point.
So that red one's not better than the yellow. What about the second red? Nope. It's going to be yellow, but Canada does score 2. Bit of a let off for Japan, but will trail Canada by 3 after 3 ends. Super draw by Fujisawa to save that end. So this is the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women's Curling Championship. The future game is Canada, Japan. Rachel Homan had a tricky shot to score 5. Didn't quite curl enough, but it was good enough to score 2. And to lead the game 4 shots to 1. Lisa Weigel finds her way to the top of the 4 yet again. And Japan will throw a corner guard. Matsumura lead for Japan. That would be 2 or 3. Ni-san. I think itch is 1. And I will pull up in time.
So Lisa Weigel, 82% in the tournament. Quite impressive numbers from young Canadian. The degree of difficulty has been pretty high.
It's a little light.
Top 12, way out there. Okay. Okay.
You see 2 reds in the house. What can Japan do?
Oof. Couldn't hear anything, Kenny.
I'm still waiting for that to make impact. Not some more of that. Flying past everything. Here we see it. Doesn't even catch an edge. A big, big mistake.
Just normal?
You can throw down.
Okay.
Maybe we can hit a corner and hit
I
it
threw
out.
like board here and it curls.
Okay.
I just don't want to go up.
I just don't want to hit a nose if it curls up.
What do you
Yeah,
want?
so aim for the thinner side.
Try normal, I think, right?
Okay.
So peeling the guard here with a 3 shots lead. Canada isn't really looking to put too many stones in play. So I think they're trying to catch this one thin. Just heard Bowman saying that she didn't want to roll off her top red and up. And will sit in a nice spot. Again, lying 3 Canada. But Japan does have last on this time.
So rather than playing the hit, Shimizu will just put the tap back, I think.
Yeah, certainly you got to leave some stones in play if you're looking to score, especially against this team. Canadians are so good with the upweight. We're looking to tap this one back, but I just find even a better spot for that one. It's pretty tough to remove the yellow, actually.
Does it jam on that one?
Taking it?
Like the side one?
If you hit there, yeah.
Got about a third.
Okay.
So
I guess if I pick our top, that's okay.
puts that yellow in quite the awkward spot for
Okay.
the Canadians.
We could throw like back line.
I don't know if I like backline.
I think I prefer that because the peel
Really?
might jam it on the side rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you like hacking?
Yeah. We'll throw back line because
Okay.
I think. So
I
if you
don't
take the
mind trying
top,
to
you
sit
just.
on
Okay.
I don't mind back line. Back line.
So that yellow's ended up in a great spot, really.
I can come that way.
Whatever you like. You just
Whatever
have
you
to
like, Grace.
make a decision.
Yeah.
Let's try and move these angles around.
Sure.
Same weight, back line. Back eight's pretty good too.
Yeah, so really hard to remove the yellow. Just looking to tap things up here and get some new angles. 86% so far this week for Alison Kraviazik.
Weight's good, back eight.
Really solid numbers,
Clean.
especially after having not the best of games in the
Yep,
first draw.
Yep. Pull that all the way in.
So just going to split open the reds here. Not too awful, but
That works.
leaves a lot of stones around for Japan to play around with.
You just stick that there.
Canada have got to be
Oh, look there.
pretty careful, though. They can't afford to have too many stones lying around. They could be catchers for the yellow Japanese stones.
Certainly a better approach from Japan here. Instead of playing the hits, they're looking to make things as awkward as possible for Rachel Homan. That's just playing the draws and tapping stones up. Very close to the perfect freeze here. But just don't think it's enough for them to sit there for long. Emma Miscue should be able to just peel this one out. Don't even think you should stick around here. Maybe just
Probably this one.
This one?
split it out, roll out.
Normal?
Okay.
Basically double away the
Just if we
the
hit
yellow and the red.
corner, it might stick around.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're probably right, Sander. I think you want to maybe even hit and go in behind
I don't mind
back
throwing
and
a little
four,
bit
but
high.
certainly
Okay.
don't want to hit in the nose.
%82% for MMSQ. She's had some really solid games and a couple of not so solid games. Hopefully she'll be stepping up as we're closing into the playoff stages. This is a really nice hit and roll.
Yeah, that's a perfect shot from Emma Miscue. But while that's going on, we're going to take a look at the game between Scotland and USA. Erica Brown trying to get something on the board. She trails by 2. This one looking pretty good though. That will come down onto the nose. USA will pick up 1, but they still trail 2-1 over on sheet B.
Mm. 抜けちゃうのが一番嫌なんだよね。
薄いね。
いやーこれも多分一までいっちゃいそう。ウェイト落としたらこう残るけど、でもこういったら普通にダブルあるよね。ちょっとこれ動く。あ。
残したいよね、でも。
それこれでもいい。
So, I think Japan are going for a double on the reds. I think that's what the call is.
I think you might just leave a double back for Canada though. Well,
That double's tough now.
yeah, certainly not the easiest one. Need to catch the first one pretty thin.
This is just a hair higher. Just a little bit. So you gotta hit it first.
Yep, 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 yep.
Hard! Hard! Joey, hard!
Have they found the pocket?
Nice
Ah, great shot.
So while Japan just contemplating their next shot, we'll skip over to sheet 8. Iveta Stasa, skip of Latvia, with her last stone here of the 4th end, trailing by 1, playing Denmark. And Probably looking to black down there. Just over curled, and it will be 1 for Latvia. 2 each after 4 ends there. And now Miyu Ishikawa, I think she's just looking to come to the face of the top red and sit on top, but will over curl and slide away.
Yeah, so great chance for Rachel Holman to play hit and maybe remove one of the reds at the back of the 4 as well.
Yeah, she pretty much called a around the house shot here. First things first though, remove the yellow and then see if you get your bonus. 82% so far this week for Rachel Holman. Will make that one pretty perfect. Could have done much more, I think.
Fujisawa probably got a chance to maybe corner freeze one of these reds. Quite a lot of room for error with this sander.
Yeah, you have a couple of options here. I think she might be looking to just tap the redstone to the left of the forefoot, just ever so slightly.
All about the weight.
So, option B here, just to come on down to the back one. I don't think that's going to be enough for Fujisawa. Should be a pretty simple takeout for Rachel Holman. Pretty much anywhere to the right on the yellow will be enough to lie 2, even 3.
Yeah, I don't think Rachel will be too worried about hanging around with this one. Throwing the heat at this one.
Might even just make that one perfect.
Yeah, I think that's as good as you could do.
Yeah.
Doesn't leave any backing really.
Yeah, not necessary to hang around there. You're forcing anyway, so does the job. And so far it's working out for Canada. Stealing 2, forcing Japan, taking 2, and now forcing again. But first Fujisawa needs to play the nose hit. Down to the last stone of the 4th. Need to make this one to keep it close. Oh, this one might just be a bit wide from Fujisawa.
Yeah, this one needs to curl.
Oh, barely clips the red one. And it will be a steal of 1 for Canada. After 4 ends, it's 5 shots to 1 now. Big miss from the Japanese skip. And things are looking a bit tough for them now.
we are in
They tend to run a
the
little
Volvo Sports Centre, Riga, Latvia, for the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women's Curling Championships. It's Canada taking on Japan. We're in the 5th end.
I think the TSM just did the Harlem Shake.
Canada leading 5-1. Japan really struggling to get anything going here in this game. They'll be looking forward to the 5th end break.
Again, just not the perfect spot for the corner guard.
Just draw.
We've not seen much of this week. Rachel Holman smiling.
I think she called a tick shot on the corner guard. And Lisa Weigel said, yeah, I'm good, but maybe just draw here.
Weight's close. What?
Right to it, I guess.
Don't know what's going on out there, but Canadian girls seems to be quite happy. Certainly the happier of the two sides. Japan with some work to do. Matsumura hasn't quite been able to pull off both her shots in every end. I think this was actually a draw around the corner. Ends up sliding off the reds. Not sure if she found enough cover. Will lie pretty much in the open for Kraviazuk. And don't think they'll be wanting to stick around with this one. Not really necessary to keep that one around.
I gave you middle of 8. Since when is that a draw?
So Denmark, 2 each, playing Latvia. They're playing the 5th end. Scotland plays the United States as a 1-point lead, and Germany plays Sweden. Sweden with a 3-point lead. Looking pretty solid for the 1-2 page, the Swedes. Shimizu, just a bit unlucky there. He rolls a bit too far. Wanted to sit on top of the red.
Do you want to clip this back one?
Yeah. Sure. Heel?
Heel. Let's stick around first, so.
Nose is fine. If you don't get it, it's no big deal.
Heel?
Yeah.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep, yep. Hard.
Great shot by Kraviazuk. Was looking to pick the back one. Just making sure they're not leaving too many stones around. Especially not in behind tee.
Japan trying to get around the corner guard. I think quite a nice effort in freezing that one. Just firing the heater at that one and removing it, leaving this young Japanese side struggling to find a place to hide. Called to hit and check over to the face.
Oh, sorry.
Nice effort, but while that's going on, Scotland's Eve Muirhead has a chance to pick up 4 here in the 4th end.
What's better?
Just a controlled weight takeout.
Okay. Sure, let's do that.
Just keeping this one clean all the way down.
Down normal.
And how's it looking? It's actually just a draw to the 4. Just pulls up in time. And they would take their 4 and go 6-1 up in the 5th.
Sorry, I missed you.
I said down again, so I thought it would go.
Mio Ishikawa for Japan. Trying to get around this corner. The corner's really long though. Great swooping action from the Japanese front end. Got to think Rachel Homan will be able to see maybe an edge of this.
More with the other wing though, eh? You throwing half?
Just through is good.
Okay. Should be okay to the wing, eh, Allie?
Yeah, I think so. We've thrown quite a few out here.
Just throwing the open side. Well, they're going after the
Back line.
yellow.
Back line. Yep. Whoa. Good. Whoa. Clean. Yes. Whoa.
This one curling really hard. A great control from Rachel Holman. Pushes that one through.
Nice throw. I thought halfway down that they were good up, but they seem to be dying on contact.
Yeah.
I think Japan deciding they just want to get a score on the board. Going to play control takeout. do make the hit and roll, but has it gone too far?
How much?
Canada will be able to see an outside edge. So, Denmark, Latvia. Lena Nielsen for Denmark trying to draw for 2 here in the 5th end.
Actually, drawing across the center line here. Just to the wing. Probably thrown the spot already and seems to know it well because it will settle down on the T line. And a score 2 for Lena Nielsen in Denmark.
It's gonna die. Control. It should come down. Control. No. Whoa, little down.
So,
Yes. Whoa.
staying off this one.
Just like board
This
on
one's
that.
hanging really wide, but comes down onto the nose. And Canada will sit 2.
Is it control at the beginning?
Thought it came down a bit at the end too.
So this will be final stone of the 5th end. Japan trying to narrow the gap.
Certainly would be nice to score here before the halftime break. Well, this one looking high yet again. Rolls out, leaves one red, and another steal for Team Canada. 6 shots to 1 now, looking pretty heavy and tough for Japan. Both teams will head into the halftime break though. And maybe the Japanese coach will provide some useful advice. We should be back with some few highlights, maybe even some stats, and of course the rest of the game in a few moments.
First end, Rachel Homan sitting 2 in behind 2 guards. Satsuki Fujisawa trying to draw up against the Redstones. But this one just not curling enough and would slip to the back of the 8 foot, and it would be a steal of 2 for Canada. Second end, Rachel Homan sitting numerous stones again, and Japan would need to play a draw, and that one just holding on, so they now trail 2-1. Third end, Rachel Homan with a chance to get 5. Trying to drive the red back onto the yellow. Playing controlled takeout weight. This one coming down, catches the yellow, pushes it to the back 12. Just not enough, and after the measure, it was only a 2 to Canada.
Did not come close. It's like that far
So
from hitting the rock.
after 5 ends, it's Canada who lead 6-1. Germany, Sweden. Sweden going really well this week. And we're going to see Andrea Schopp with her last stone in the 5th end. A nose hit for the single point. This one not curling though. And will it hang on? It doesn't. So another steal for Sweden. Sweden lead 7-3. But elsewhere, Denmark leading Latvia 4-2, and Scotland 6-1 up on the United States.
What? And we're like, what? This is supposed to be it.
Rachel goes.
What did she do?
Just went like this.
But the thing that's so cool is that you guys are so loose. Like you are. It looks like so loose, and it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Super gluing her
Team
rocks
Canada,
together.
body language has certainly changed.
Hand didn't stare on
They're
their
Yes.
in a good mood today. That is being reflected in their play.
Yeah.
She hit a nose.
Team Japan looking rather sorry for themselves. They trail by 5 points. So take a look at the stats. 6-1 the score. Canada outshooting Japan 91-72. Big difference there. The hits 93 for Canada, 67 for Japan.
It's like Lisa not wanting to throw the corner takes is the lowest percentage. That's why.
You are watching coverage from the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women's Curling Championships, coming to you live from the Volvo Sports Centre,
Felt there.
Riga, Latvia.
That's tons.
Got a ton of rotation.
Yeah, she really gave this one.
Take it through.
Through?
Right through. Go.
We're like easy through. I got it.
Last year, she gave it a lot.
There's like, it's close.
I thought it was maybe close. Maybe don't have to go.
All right, kid. Jimmy. How about
Jackie
you?
Matsumura
Oh, I got it.
for Japan. Struggling in this game. Not really performing to the best of her ability. And there's another mistake. Throwing the corner guard into the house. Sums up the first 5 ends of play.
Up normal if you want. Yeah. Oh. Head up, head up.
Nice,
All right.
So Canada
Okay.
just no sitting that one.
Nice throw.
Slid a little in.
And
Nice, Jimmy.
Japan will have to throw a corner guard.
Oh, not that.
This one also running a little deep and into the 12-foot. So the weight control from Japan just not there in this game.
Well, 93% for Karyasik so far in this game. Pretty solid.
So guards being thrown by Japan. But we'll take a look over on sheet B. It is Scotland's Eve Muirhead taking on Erica Brown. Erica Brown with a chance to try and pick up 2 points here in the 5th end. Nose hit required. That one comes down, removes the red, and they will pick up 2. The score now 6-3 after 5 ends. So, Sander, what do you expect? How did Japan get themselves back into this game?
Well, just get off for a couple of misses from Canada and make all your shots, really. I did see them with a good approach just before the halftime break. Just tapping stones back and playing the freezes, the draws rather than the hits. And that's probably what you have to do. So not quite able to get stones in play here, Japan. I think you pretty much have to go all out. As you see, Canada's peeling game is just superb. 87% for MMSQ so far in the game.
It's a bit tight. Put it back.
%67% for Ichikawa. Just not making enough shots, really. So throwing the centre guard this time, just making Miscu having to roll a bit further.
Clean, clean. No, right off. Okay. Nice throw. Watch out.
Yeah, just peels that one off. Nowhere to hide for Japan.
Nice share, and I thought it
At
would.
what point do you come down into the house, Sander? You can't afford to continue to throw the guard.
Thanks. Just a little wide on that one.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to play the hit now. Well, at least they're throwing the corner guard here. I think if you threw another centre guard, Holman would be pretty tempted to come around it.
Yeah, but Rachel Holman not falling into that trap. She's going to take the guard off. So there we see Rachel Holman, 92%. Played some excellent shots. First 5 ends.
Just clean. Clean. Nice throw. Nice one.
I think they'll ask for a corner freeze this time.
Nice one. Thanks.
You see Miyu Ishikawa holding the broom for Satsuki Fujisawa, who is only 69%. How's this one looking? Just pulls up alongside it. So it will be a straightforward hit for Rachel Holman. I think she'll want to get some separation between these stones. Maybe hope for another miss from Japan.
Don't think she'll be too worried about anything really. Don't think she'll mind if Japan can blank the end either.
Yeah, that's a great spot now.
I think they pretty much have to play for the blank. Double and roll out. Just slash it from the right side of the screen. You hate to be blanking though when you're 5 down, especially in the 6th end. Otomi Nagaoka. Not sure what she had to say in the halftime break. Not really much you can say, I think. And just tell him to keep plugging away. Last on 6-10 here. Nice double and roll out from Fujisawa. So we'll blank the end. I think maybe Canada is a happier team.
Yeah, certainly, Sander. I think so. 6-1 they lead.
Oh, you want to end that? I'm scared.
Sweden certainly has some fans in for this afternoon draw here at the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women Curling Championship. My name is Sander Elvåg. I'm joined by Kenny Edwards for the future game between Canada and Japan. Lisa Weagle just going to slip to the back of the fort. Don't think they'll worry too much though. Matsumura will be looking to throw the corner guard. Not quite sure whether they're looking to keep the corner guards so far away from the house. Certainly allows a lot more room for Canada to just come around the hill. Certainly not bring it too close, but just looks a bit long to me.
Yeah, I'm so electing to try and push that yellow stone onto the center line.
Yeah, maybe just
You just wanted to throw it there.
decrease the separation and maybe leave a better angle for a double peel on the guards. Certainly not a shot most leads will be asked to play. So if Lisa Weigel would stat a bit lower than some of her opponents, it's understandable. She's been playing a couple of tough ones this week.
It's about a quarter.
I do think there's an angle for the double dog. And Kryvyiazuk has been so solid all week, all game.
If you hit too thick,
I'd expect her to be close with this one. Just going to tickle the second one. Good attempt.
So they do get the double guard on, but Canada electing to pick the closer one. I think the reason behind that is I feel that long corner guard might be not really effective, so I'll just try and pull the short one. So once again, Canada not wanting to get involved, just keeping it nice and simple.
Clean.
What can Mio Ishikawa do with her first stone? We'll look to try and swing around this long corner guard.
I can't really see it.
Yeah, I know, and you can't come this way.
So I think the call would be just to pull the guard, Sander. Don't get involved with it. Can't believe I'm seeing this, Sander.
You're on the top 12.
Yeah?
Whatever, I'm not gonna argue.
Well, I don't.
Okay, make it good.
This is necessary.
Line's good.
Touch it back.
Little eight only.
It's gonna glide, guys.
Well, Diana playing the draw, Kenny.
Just one.
Certainly think you
What's all there?
could pick the corner guard here, but will allow Japan to lie to. Maybe just feel like they're gonna outplay the Japanese here, but they will come deep, so a bit of a mistake. We'll give Japan a chance here. So will they think over their next shot? We're gonna skip over to sheet B. Scotland is playing the United States, and Eve Muirhead looks to have a nose hit. So forced to score one here. And will make the shot. So 1 point for Scotland. They lead the game 7 shots to 3 over Erica Brown. So, bit of a problem already for Rachel Holman.
Quick here, that's why. Look at back line. Seems real quick here, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I think that's why my back line turned into hack last time. Well, it was closer to hack at least.
Hack on this though?
No,
Huh?
just through is good.
Just through?
Hack's okay, just let her know the weight.
Okay.
Yeah, Rachel Holman. She's going to have to play a corner freeze in this now. Maybe tap it through.
Hard! Whoa, hard! 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 Hard!
Okay, it's good.
Do enough though.
Yeah, that one's hard. Okay.
Weird. Good sweep, that's fine.
I was looking to catch that one a bit thinner, but we'll sit for 2.
I'm not sure. I think like
My other
we
one didn't
couldn't,
react like that.
almost couldn't look at the top guard because it's.
かぶってんだ結構。
ちょっと見えるぐらい。
あ、そんなにかかれてんだ。なあ、どっちにして
でも
も同じなんだ。
通せば行くと思う。
バンパーじゃ曲がんない。
アンパーじゃ無理だね。せめてハック。
曲がるのはでもこっちだよね。
うん。
こっちから行く。ライン分かってるし
Canada
ね。
have got to be cautious now though. Japan have managed to
うん。
ならダブル。
lure
ハックでも行く？
Canada into
バンプ。
playing around this
ハックライン。
corner guard.
これ？
いやー結構厳しいね。
So if Japan and Satsuki Fujisawa could play a nice, maybe corner freeze in the top one,
微妙だね。
would look good for maybe picking up a couple.
Well, only 2 shots left though.
ちょっとちょっとしか。
Not quite sure how you manage to score multiple with playing the freeze now. I think you have to move one of the reds.
あ、こっちだ。ついて。
動かないかでも赤があんまり。
あ？
赤あんまり動かないか。
いやだから多分ここなら一発ダブルできるから。
Can't see much of it.
ハックライン。あ、ハ
パックは集中するけど上がんない？
いや通せばいいと思う。
パック
So teams, both of them are just taking their time over the shots here in this 6th end, or 7th end, sorry. So not exactly sure what the call is. Maybe coming around to try and tap the yellow onto the red.
Yeah, I think that would be good if she can make it. Just looks really tough. Probably needs more than half stone here to get the right angle. So you have to come close to the guard, Fujisawa. Maybe not close enough. Maybe not enough weight.
No, not enough weight on that one. And Canada still sitting 2.
This is fine too, right?
Even if we guard it. Yeah.
She
plays
has like there's this jamming there.
Yeah,
If she like throws a Hail Mary and clips this, do you think they both go?
I don't think she's gonna play that. And no.
Well, she's down 5.
I don't think so.
Let's just throw it in.
Try to get it in the 8th.
Quick, eh?
Yeah, I pulled back and my rock's still good.
Okay.
Copy, it's okay.
What did you say before that? What did you say before that?
So
Try to get it shot, but if it's not...
Rachel
like
Oman, I think, is just going to try and put one in the 4-foot. Make it awkward for Japan to score
Ideally, is that the call?
any points here in the 7th.
Yeah, you can leave a bit of space if you want.
Okay.
I could have played this sound simple and just given up to it, but electing to try and kill the game off right here.
Yeah. Reading for time, like my practice rock.
Yeah, I would say
Looks to have a good chance of doing that right here.
I think so.
Sitting 2 at the moment. Drawing to sit 3.
Go then.
Line's good. Line's good.
Hard line.
Yeah, gotta go line. Yep.
This one looking
Keep it moving. Yep.
pretty good.
Wick off the yellow. Yep.
Whoa.
It's fairly nice, but does leave a nice pocket for Japan to be able to come down and rest against.
So I think they're just going to have a look and see if it's possible to score more than one.
上がるかな。
Looking at the treble here. Could probably get all 3 reds to go, but question is how many yellows will go with it. Have to catch the inside of the red, and it might be just bouncing off your own yellow. Might just actually be able to jam it on the wide corner guard. Let's see what happens here. Fujisawa. Big shot here. Big weight. And, you know, she's going to be very close with it. But it's not enough. I think it's a steal one for Canada here.
Like that's his thin one. One red.
So it was a nice try, and certainly should have gone for it. All or nothing, really. And now it's a 7 shots to 1 game for Canada. And we have 3 ends left. It's looking pretty difficult for Japan to come back in the game. Is it worth it playing another end? I think that's what the Japanese girls are talking about right now. So 7-1 after 7 ends. This time Lisa Weigel, lead for Canada. It's just going to throw her first one through and leave it all up to Japan. So with a win here for Canada, will that put them in the 3-4 page, Kenny?
Yeah, it certainly would. That would guarantee their spot in the third in the standings. This is Canada's final round-robin game.
Currently at 7 wins. No chance to catch up with Sweden or Scotland. Looks like they are in the 1-2 page together. Scotland looking strong for a win out here in the arena today. Sweden also with a good chance of beating Germany. Let's see Lisa Weigel at 77%, but surely she has been throwing a couple of difficult ones. Amongst others, a corner guard tech shot, which she didn't make. Just erred on the safe side on that occasion. So probably just going to bump her down a few pegs. But I think Lisa Weigel has had a good game.
Pretty straight, Ali.
Big mistake by Matsumura coming into the rings with the first one. Really leaves nothing for Japan. They pretty much have to get a miss from Canada here.
Yeah, so any chance that Japan had of getting something going here, and it was lost by that shot being placed in the rings.
Yeah, I would probably just shake hands after that shot, to be honest. And now, is this one gonna hog? Will it creep over? I'm not sure if that's enough. Fujisawa will kick it away. It's not really getting any better for Japan here. And Kobayashi is just going to throw this one through.
So we see percentage comparison at second, 96 to 86. Canada being the stronger in all departments during this game.
So a rare miss from miscue.
Would that be a miscue, Sander?
Yes. That was kind of unnecessary from Emma. I think they still have the game in the bag here, but might just give Japan a chance to score a couple here. And certainly when you're in the 8th end with a 6-point lead, you really just want to finish the game off and be done. Miscue at 89%, maybe that flash stone just bumped her down a wee bit. Ichikawa at 74. Certainly a big difference. So Emma with a chance to redeem herself after a bit of a miss there with her first one. Throwing the quiet weight this time. Comes close to the guard and will stick around. Nice shot by Emma.
What can Neil Ishikawa do to have a centre guard up? Does get a nice bury though. What would you be doing here? Would you be going after the guard or the shot stone?
Well, I'll probably just miss the shot anyway. But you can certainly just pick off the guard. If you ever just feather it here, could give Japan a chance to maybe not come back in the game, but certainly score a couple and get a glimmer of hope. Throwing quiet weight. So that is a bit of a miss from Rachel Homan.
Just so straight there. Hard to believe
So
it.
yeah, especially looking at that result, I think maybe clipping the guard was a better option.
Yeah, you've got to err on the professional side if you're going to go for that shot.
Has made a couple of good shots, Fujisawa, but just hasn't been enough. And it's been hard for her. Her team hasn't really set up the ends for her the best way, and Homan obviously out shooting her with some margin. But this one is no good from the Japanese skip. Even slips for third shot here. That was the chance, really.
Yeah, certainly.
And I'm a bit surprised they didn't play that maybe on the out turn and try and stagger the stones a wee bit. Maybe just play that draw on the out turn and just show the piece.
I think it's easier to throw like a tap weight. Okay. Like even if I'm a little light.
Should have been a bit harder for Rachel Homan to get to a yellow.
We create kind of a wall.
Alright, sure.
So I can tap it straight back, and as long as it's just a light weight.
I think it comes down here a little bit at the end, but I think it stays pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, so just going to come at this with a quiet weight.
Just through. If it's a little light, it's okay. Okay.
Tap the yellow through, maybe catch the back yellow also. Super's going really hard on this one. This one's curling hard.
Oh, actually feathered that one. I can't believe that shot.
Got so lucky there.
Wow.
Just throw the high hard one at that one. Don't mess around. So, it does present itself a chance for Japan to get three, but it's a thin double.
Certainly makeable for two. Sticking for three is really, really tough. Is two enough to continue, Kenny?
I don't think so, no. You need to at least score your three.
So, glimmer of hope for Fujisawa. Couldn't make the simple draw, but can she play the spectacular enough double? Eighth end, last stone. There is a chance for Japan. And this one is really thin. What she got? Wow.
Oh, what a shot.
Wow. What a shot.
Yeah, so Canada getting punished for their probable, would you call it arrogance, Sander?
Arrogant, confident, it's hard to tell, but certainly could have done a few things differently. Gave Fujisawa a chance and she made it perfect. That shot just made it worth coming here today.
Yeah, great shot. Don't see too many of them. So we are in the Volvo Sports Centre, Riga, Latvia, for Canada taking on Japan. Canada leading 7-4 to the 9th end.
Japan hadn't scored for 5 ends and now finally get 3 in the 8th. And Lisa Weagle cannot, will not touch the yellow. Couldn't pull off the tech shot this time. Oh, would like some good separation on these guards. And Matsumura has stepped up here and put 2 guards in the perfect spot. Super lineup. And we go again, throwing the tech shot.
Does manage to spin the yellow away, and will this red hang on the tee line? If it does, it's a great shot. It is. So, sweepers on this one, having to work really hard. Have they got it over the hog line? They have just.
Very nicely played. Just leaves so much separation as we hop over to sheet B. Looks like Eve Muirhead of Scotland's line 3. Erica Brown, skip of USA. I think she's drawing here, and
you really gotta go, yeah. Hard, come on, you got it. Hard.
Oh, Klingden knows it. And rolling a bit too far. Certainly a steal. A steal of 1 for Scotland.
So, Japan maybe just getting that lift from picking up 3 in the 8th that they needed to get going. So, got some guards in play up front. We'll just see, kind of try and drive the yellow that's on the centre line back onto the wide yellow. Just missed the high one. Got the second one. Sweepers having a go hard on this.
Yeah, that's not a very good spot, although it's not the easiest double in the world. It's easy to just catch as one too thin, but I think they're just. I think the two yellows might just be a bit too close together. So it shouldn't be a problem for MMSQ. Doesn't quite remove it, but centre line is open.
Japan having to go around the corner guard rather than the centre.
And that came pretty tight to the guard. And I wonder if it's just going to pop out on the other side. No, it has. She learned, Kenny.
3/4.
So why in the 8th end take the shot stone and then in the 9th decide to peel the guard? I find it rather bizarre.
I guess.
She's maybe learned from her mistake.
Yeah. Maybe just a few cocky moves in the 8th and now just playing it a bit safer.
So would you be tempted to throw a centre guard here, Sandra? Or something unorthodox, or like a guard and maybe like a corner guard just to protect that yellow? Or what would you do?
Certainly could throw the centre guard. Hope for a miss. What is the call here?
I think that's what they've called. They called the centre guard.
Yeah, I don't mind this call. I think you'll see Rachel just go for the slash double here. So Japan knew they were leaving Rachel a shot, but just need to hope for a miss. Pop this one out, and it will only be the clean pick of the guard. Japan line one. Now where do you put the second one?
I think you've got to put it top 8 foot, somewhere in about there.
Yeah, just maybe nibble the 8 foot here. Even just top 12 is pretty good. Don't want to come too deep and leave the nose hit for one here.
No, Oh, you're correct, Sander. Got a feel if Canada could score here, Japan would offer the handshake.
I think if this one's heavy, you should maybe come all the way to back of the 12. Because sitting there is not very ideal. I think you maybe should have swept that one all the way down to the back of the 12 as far as you could to lie to. Now Holman has a pretty easy shot to score.
Yeah, sure does, just a nose hit. So final stone of the 9th. Mitchell Holman looking for a nose hit.
Clean. Yep.
This one looking pretty good. Right on the face. So now Canada lead 8-4.
どうしたい？やるかい？今日最後だし。今日最後だし。
I would say Rachel.
So, welcome back to the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women's Curling Championships. We are in the Volvo Sports Centre, and there you see Canada leading Japan 8-4 in this 10th end. Canada really controlling the game from start to finish, really.
Yeah, just a bit of a slip up there in the 8th end, allowing Japan to score 3. It was a great shot though by Fujisawa. Probably won't make too many of those. Played that skinny double and stuck the shooter for 3. Certainly going to feature in the highlight reel this week. And again, Lisa Weigel just going to throw this one through. Certainly with a 4 shots lead, you don't really need any stones in play.
Yeah. What we'll see from Canadians is a straightforward tidy up job. They'll just need to remove 5 of Japanese stones with 6 stones remaining from them. So Japan looking for a clean miss. Will that miss come here from Alison Krebeshak?
Clean. Yep.
That's a no. Nice double on the guards.
Actually, look like it picked. Look like it picked. Really?
Looks like this game's over, Kenny. Scotland winning 8 shots to 4 over Erica Brown of USA.
Thank you. Good game. Well played. Good job. Well played.
Only one loss in the round robin for Scotland, and that was against Sweden. Sweden still out there playing Germany. So a couple of guards in play now for Japan. Needs to score 4 though. Really tough task, especially when you're playing Alison Krbiazuk.
Yeah, peels the guard off. Job done for Alison. Emma Miskew will be next for Canada. Emi Shimizu trying to draw around this red.
Stuck there, eh? See the big ring? The yellow? No, the ring.
So Canada's just peeling the guard off. That was the only one that could hurt them really.
Just need 2 more hits now from Canada to win the game.
Yeah, just peeling that one out. Don't want to hang around, leave something to sit against. So, that one's gone. So if you can remove this one, it will be the game. That is it. Canada run Japan out of stones. Final score will be 8-4
Good game.
after 10 ends. So, fairly impressive performance from Canada. One slack end in the 8th, which gave Japan a glimmer of hope.
I'm back.
See Rachel Holman just signing the scorecard. Should be pretty happy with her performance this afternoon.
Game. Good game. Good game. Good game.
Sweet.
Good game, man. Go, guys.
All right.
So the team's just making their way off the ice. There you see the scoreboard. 8-4. So hopefully we'll be able to catch up with Rachel Oman and see how she feels after the game. So here we are on sheet A. Denmark taking on Latvia. Denmark 6-5 up in what is a real tight affair.
Det må hun da heller gerne. Så vi for den ud.
Ja mēs ejam tagad iekšā, viņi ņem nost
So
sārgu,
Latvia
mēs
have
liekam
called
sārgu, ņem
for a coach interaction.
viņa, lai viņi pamēģina vēl.
Latvia
Tas nav tik, viņš jādabūna šeit,
Yellowstone
viņi nevar atstāt tevi,
on
viņam
top of the
jābūt
red,
šeit.
in behind a guard.
Jā, bet mēs ieliekam, viņi noņem sargu, mēs liekam sargu apakaļ.
Let's have a look to see
Liekam sargu apakaļ.
where they can put
Ar
it.
savu pēdējo es varu iet vēlreiz.
Goal stress shoot
Kurā pusē vēl to
for
sargu nolikt?
Latvia,
What do you think? Do we need
formerly of Team Switzerland.
or just
Also more on the yellow side.
yes?
Just like in front of this yellow.
Yeah,
And if anything more over than on the center line, that she can't make a double.
yeah,
Now with this one, and then with you, first one go behind.
yes,
It needs to be fully written, even it's back volley.
yeah,
Play from the outside.
yes,
She said
yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
outside.
yeah, yeah.
But I would play one more card.
But this card needs to touch center line.
Not really, no.
Actually, it could be like over, like making this
So
line.
I think the coach is saying they need to throw another guard. But you really need to throw another guard now. Get the chance to maybe play the out turn around the right hand side, right to the button. We're into the vice skips or thirds stones, so we're getting fairly deep into the end. Have called for the long guard. I'm sure Denmark will just pick this one clean. Denmark really do need to pick up another win to try and gain really important Olympic points. They only have 3 wins this week so far. Latvia only 1 win. That was in their last game against Switzerland. Latvia have come close to winning a few games this week, but just not been able to close things out. So while Latvia and Denmark thrash that one out, over on sheet D, Germany and Sweden. Maria Pritz playing a nice double to take the win, 8-6. Always in control, the Swedes. So Sweden and Scotland will progress to the page 1-2 game. It's yet to be decided who will join Canada in the 3-4. One thing for sure, it won't be Latvia or Denmark. Their chances of making the playoffs is long gone. Vita Stasasuna. For Latvia, I think maybe this time trying to come around to the button. Have they got it past the top yellow? They haven't. So will Denmark hit the open one or peel the guard? I think you've got to hit the yellow. If you peel the guard, you would be left facing 3 with your last stone. So I think the call would be just to drive the yellow off, maybe roll across to the 8-foot. Lasse Laversen will make his way down onto the pad and consult with Denmark.
Igen, hun kommer tættere på 4 fod. Hun vil under alderen, hun vil altid drage derind. Jeg ved ikke rigtig, jeg bruger mig ikke så meget om draget. Ikke også det, du mener, er den der sådan god? Er den der ikke? Hvad siger Laversen?
Gerne drage det overfor, det er tydeligt jo. Så du tager den ned på næsen eller en lille det er jo fint.
Vi vil helst runde en lille bitte smule, så hun ikke kan drage den vej ind.
Så tag den på næsen også.
Men vi skal skyde.
Det synes jeg er alternativ.
Shanna taler om draget ind.
På første side.
Ja. Nej, den anden vej fra.
En chance.
Ja, ikke?
Får noget blokere på, hvis jeg kan få langt.
Vi vil gerne have lukket hendes drag den side af, ikke? Med et lille bitte rull.
I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to hit the open one and try and run through to the 8-foot.
Det må bare endelig ikke rulle for langt, Shanna.
lidt mindre. Lidt mindre. Jeg tror ikke, det passer meget godt. Nå, okay. Den må bare ikke rulle ud af. Den må hellere rulle den anden vej.
So what can Lena Nielsen skip? Do with her first stone.
Whoa!
So it doesn't manage to get the rub onto the inside.
Jo, nemlig. Der skulle ikke have været farvet.
Tagad tu viņu, bet man ir arī šim jāpaiet garām, jā? Labi. Bišķi platāk, paņem bišķi platāk. Jā, paliekam tā. Vai nevajag vairāk? Cik daudz viņš ieskrēja viņā? Bet tev principā jāieliek tagad ir. Vislabāk būtu šeit. Jo, ja viņš iebūs te, tad viņa caur to var. Labāk ir tā kā, nu, pa pusē tur. Un labāk ir
So I think all Latvia have now is to draw around to the back of the forefoot to try and steal something here in the 10. Not really much to go at, but what they need to do is make sure they're sitting shot after this one comes to rest.
7-0, tik stipru. Mīt 8 prasīja.
So electing to come the out turn.
Jā, ir platāk.
What can they do? Iveta Stasisuna 70% on her draws.
Platāks!
Just saying, they've got a lot of line at the moment. This one looking pretty good.
Tikai spēku!
Has it found the gap? It has. That's a great shot by the skip. Sit shot in behind the guards. Lena Nielsen probably won't see any of it. So we'll have to follow that Yellowstone down and try and get a piece of the 1 foot. See Stone just coming past both guards really tight and coming to rest in the red 4 foot area.
Retning er god. Hvis I kan. Retning er okay.
So line looking a little high. This one will need to curl. Has it done enough? It has. Lena Nielsen, too good for the Latvian side. Lena Nielsen will pick up her 4th win of the week. And win 7-5.
Wow. Det var tæt på. Det var close. Godt kæmpet.
Well, smiles all round for Team Denmark. They're reasonably happy with their performance today, but won't be happy with their tournament performance. Would have liked to have made the playoff stages. They're just acknowledging the crowd have come to support them this afternoon.
Det skal jeg også.
Ja, men det tror jeg bare næsten ikke, hun kan. Fordi hendes hænger op noget.
So, teams making their way off the ice now. Just bringing to close. Draw 16 of the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Curling Championships. We'll see if we can bring. So we're going to bring you some highlights of feature game Japan-Canada, 7th end. You see 3 red Canadian stones sitting in the 4-foot. Satsuki Fujisawa trying the triple. Does get everything moving, but it would be a steal of 1 for Canada to go into a 7-1 lead. 8th end, some really skeptical tactics from Canada, leaving the opportunity for Japan to play a double. And this one from Satsuki Fujisawa makes contact with both reds, removes them from play and picks up a great 3 to reduce the deficit to 3, 7-4. They would trail going into the 10th end. Rachel Holman with the chance to play a nose hit. And that was enough for this young Japanese side. There was the handshake. 8-4, the final score. Impressive stuff from the young Canadians as they march on to the playoffs. Elsewhere, we've seen Denmark winning 8-5 over Latvia. Scotland, 8-4 winners over United States. And Sweden, also top of the pile, 8-6 winners over Germany. So there's the standings. Sweden, Scotland right at the top, 10-1. Canada, Russia, Switzerland all still in it. And then we see Latvia just popping up the table, only on a 1 win.
So it looked like you were pretty much in control during that game, but you gave up a 3 in the 8th. What happened there?
Just, the ice tricked us. I mean, we had a big lead, and so we hadn't really seen too many soft weight shots. And it's pretty drastic from one side to the other, but when we learned it, so it's fine. We moved on and got our 1 in 9, so it's fine, yeah.
So you're guaranteed a spot in the 3-4 page. Are you disappointed not to be in the 1-2?
No, I mean, it's tough. It's our first time at Women's Worlds. I think that's amazing. We're really excited that we made playoffs. And we had to battle all week, and I'm really proud of my team.
So you're not sure who you'll be playing. Will you be watching the games closely tonight?
I think we're going to relax and not think about curling. So I think we're just going to have fun tonight and then focus for the 3-4.
Right. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that was the words of Rachel Holman. So from here in Riga, Latvia, you were watching the game between Canada and Japan. It was Canada winning 8-4 rather impressively. So from Sander and myself from the Volvo Sports Centre, thanks for listening.